Hi, Emma the naturopath. I'm here today to talk about prostate health and the foods that are beneficial for someone with prostate health problems and also to prevent it happening in the future as well. So, the first ingredient to include in your diet is pumpkin seeds. So that's the little green papayas that go inside the little pumpkin seed when you cut open the pumpkin. You can actually buy them in packets and they're called papayas or maybe pumpkin seeds, and they're a tasty little seed that can be consumed with nuts if you prefer, or on their own, or you can sprinkle it over cereals, add to salads and so forth. So pumpkin seeds should be consumed at about 5 grams twice daily if you already have prostate health problems such as benign prostate hyperplasia. And if you don't, you could perhaps consume 5 grams daily. And they contain zinc, essential fatty acids, such as omega-6 linoleic acid, and beta-sitosterol is also concentrated, particularly in the oil part of the pumpkin seed. So you can consume pumpkin seed oil, and this can be beneficial for prostate. There has been some research that has shown that about 66% of men after 2 months consuming some pumpkin seed oil noticed improvement in their nighttime urination, and 86% of men who consumed the pumpkin seed oil for about 2 months noticed improvement in their general difficulty in urination. And so the pumpkin seed oil is consumed at about 1 teaspoon twice daily for those that have a prostate disorder already. And then for those who want to prevent, so perhaps men that are in their 40s or 50s, they can consume a teaspoon a day. And the next product to include in your diet is tomatoes. So tomatoes contain concentration of an ingredient called lycopene, and lycopene has been shown to be beneficial for prostate health. In particular, it's more beneficial when it's cooked and concentrated, so your tomato pastes, tomato sauces, spaghetti sauce, sun-dried tomatoes and tomato juice, for example. Or if you're having the tomatoes just raw and not concentrated, you can add a little bit of olive oil just to help the absorption. And then so trying to include these tomato ingredients in your diet can be very beneficial. So perhaps adding some sun-dried tomatoes to your salads or your omelets or whatever, and having a little bit of organic tomato sauce that has a higher concentration of tomatoes, making your own even, and same with organic tomato pastes can be quite beneficial to add that to your ingredients, or having recipes that contain a concentration of that product. Now, the next ingredient that you can have to assist with prostate health is just general fish. So the oily fish such as salmon, sardines, trout, and they contain essential fatty acids of omega-3, and they also do contain some zinc as well, which is beneficial for prostate, and some vitamin E. So trying to include fish several times a week in your diet can be quite beneficial for prostate health. Now, the next ingredient we're going to talk about is broccoli. And so broccoli is a good product containing phytochemicals such as sulforaphane, is beneficial for general cancers, including prostate. Contains the concentrated amounts of the sulforaphane phytochemical in broccoli sprouts. And then also in general beneficial is other cruciferous vegetables such as bok choy, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, and so forth. Cabbage, of course. And then the next ingredient that should be included in your diet is green tea. So green tea also contains lots of antioxidant compounds, and you can consume it warm in a normal tea form, preferably using the loose organic leaves and brewing it up if possible, because the packaging of teas, the jiggler things, can often contain chemicals to bleach it. So preferably getting organic unbleached tea bags if you have to, or brewing it naturally in a teapot or tea jiggler brewer thing that you can purchase at tea shops. So you can make it into an iced tea if you don't like the warm tea, or if it's summertime, by brewing the tea, cooling it, and adding ice cubes. And you might like to flavour it with a bit of pomegranate juice, because pomegranate juice contains lots of antioxidants as well that can be beneficial for prostate health. Now, the next product that you should include in your diet for prostate health is soybeans, and also general legumes. But the soybeans in particular contain a concentration of phytoestrogens such as the isoflavones, and that helps decrease prostate cancer. And so making sure it's the natural soybean products, not the really processed ones. So you can buy a lot of cheap soy milks and whatever these days, whereas you need to look at what the Asians have. They have the whole soybean product, as well as having fermented soybeans such as tofu and tempeh, which is much better for you and contains the beneficial ingredients. And last of all, you might like to consume fresh berries when you have prostate problems. So fresh berries such as raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, and blackberries, they contain a high concentration of the antioxidants, such as the anthocyanidins, and they are very beneficial for general health, cancer, as well as prostate health. So that gives you a list of ingredients. So I'll repeat your ingredients for your shopping list. So we have pumpkin seeds, pumpkin oil, tomatoes and tomato paste products, raw nuts and seeds, fish such as salmon, broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables and broccoli sprouts, organic green tea, soybean products and legume, and then fresh berries. Now, foods that would be best for you to avoid consuming or greatly limiting include sugar, refined carbohydrates, so all the processed type of foods and baked foods, alcohol, fizzy drinks, and artificial sweeteners. So these products either feed cancer or inflammation, or both, or they can also irritate the prostate and urinary system as well. Another thing to do to assist prostate health and can actually help decrease the size of the prostate is doing the pelvic floor exercises, or Kegels. So holding on to the pelvic floor muscles, which is what holds inner wee, and then holding it and relaxing it can be very beneficial. And another simple way to incorporate into your lifestyle is to double void with your urination. So when you go to the toilet to do a wee, you sit there a little bit longer after you think you've finished, and then you will most likely notice that there's extra urine in there that can be voided. So this helps you to empty the bladder properly. Checking on any pharmaceutical medications, because some of the medications can actually aggravate your urinary system. So that gives you lots of suggestions to help you with prostate health. And you might also benefit from avoiding having excess fluids in the evening. So perhaps having just a couple of sips when you're thirsty, and then limiting it to water wherever possible, so you don't aggravate it with like something fizzy or too much caffeine or alcohol. So I hope that helps you. And if you do need further advice, you can seek advice from a naturopath to get some properly prescribed herbs, homeopathics, or so forth that can help increase the process and healing so that you're having less symptoms quicker. Thank you for listening, and if you enjoy, could you please like, subscribe, and maybe comment? And I'll see you in some future videos. Bye.